today's yapping. I think people who maintain healthy, long-lasting relationships, whether with a partner or friend, have one thing in common. When conflict happens, they care less about winning the argument and more about protecting the relationship. Now, that doesn't mean you should lose yourself for the sake of the relationship. What it means when conflict comes up, people who prioritize the relationship don't start by asking who's right or who's wrong. Instead, they ask themselves, what's the best way to communicate if I want to keep this relationship healthy? And I call this relationship mode. That's the mindset they speak from. Being right or wrong, winning or losing, those things matter in competition or at work, where outcomes have real consequences. But in close relationships with people you genuinely care about, those are often far less important than we think. That's why, even if someone occasionally says something that I personally think is wrong, it's important to have enough emotional room to think. That's okay, we don't have to agree on everything. You think like that? Okay, it's fine. Something like that. But some people approach relationships very differently. To them, being right is everything. They don't see conflict as something to solve together. They see it as something to win. So their words become sharper and mood changes like a business meeting. And when that happens, it's really hard for a relationship to last. On the other hand, when you put the relationship first, being right or wrong, winning or losing, naturally stops feeling so important. Your tone becomes softer, you can be more playful, tease each other a little, and let your guard down. You start paying attention to the other person's feeling, not just your own. And that's when something important happens. You both end up apologizing. Because the truth is, when people argue, both sides usually get hurt. So the next time you have a conflict with someone you truly care about, try telling yourself, let's switch into relationship mode. That one shift in mindset can completely change the conversation.